A lot of people just automatically think we're talking about the system politically, you know what I mean? And that's not what System of a Down means. Even when we're saying, fuck the system on stage, you know what I mean? It's not, that may be a political statement, but System of a Down as a name of the band is not a political statement. It's more of a social statement.
You can't call us a certain type of band because we don't focus on one certain thing, you know? We focus on everything. So to label us a political band or a social band or a weird band or a quirky band or this band or that band is like not right because we do it all.
I don't know if things are really changing for us. I think things are changing in the way we're perceived more than anything else. We feel pretty much the same as we did, you know, 20 years ago, 10 years ago, whatever it was.
The only thing changing has to do with commercialism, album sales, as well as perception. And those are all external factors to the music that we create. I don't like fame, for sure. I like writing music, and I've got to maintain that fair balance. We got to figure out that fair balance of how we're gonna work this in the future.
Is everybody in the band on the same page? Everybody in the band on the same page?
Sometimes we're not even in the same book. Okay? We're not even in the same library sometimes. And sometimes
completely different people.
But then sometimes we're on the same word, if you understand what I'm speaking. You know, we're four individuals who care deeply about each other and who care with an enormous amount of passion about the music that we create. And that's, those are the ties that bind.
Too much.
What does LA bring to you? I mean, I know it's your home and all, but there's a tangible thing here.
Family, friends, love.
Okay.
That's what LA is for me. The rest, eh.
Wake up! Wake up! Run, rush, and put a little makeup! I just have to fade away the shake-up! Why'd you leave the keys up on the table?
People trying to be something. That's what this place is.
What makes LA sad is that a lot of people come here from other places that want to succeed, you know, and that's great, but their families aren't here, so there's a lot of loneliness, and that loneliness transcribes into fear into the big city.
We grew up here all our lives. Our family, everybody was based out of here. We didn't come here to make music and become musicians and whatever, so-called rock stars. We came here because we wanted to be.
But he did.
You know, huh?
He did.
Not him.
He did.
It's on television right now.
You know, it's not that the world is an ugly place.
Oh, yeah.
The world is what we make it. The world could be very beautiful. You know, when I wake up and I open my window and I see an orange tree, I think it's beautiful. The world's a beautiful place. It doesn't have to be ugly. It's up to us.
Can the mess be cleaned up, realistically?
I think so.
Yeah?
I think so. I think that if people really prioritize their life and their existence, I mean, if people really ask themselves why we're here and prioritize their life accordingly and saw the big picture, I think the world could be a better place.
How do I feel? What do I say? In the end, that goes away. How do I feel? What do I say? In the end, that goes away.
It's the way the world has made everyone, society in general. You know, there's really no explanation.
People during the Soviet are sorry to interrupt. Right?
No, I interrupt because you're better at kind of questions than I am. I was going to say chicks and do drugs.
And that was my next question. What do you do for fun?
Like people in the Soviet era used to be in breadlines a lot, right? Which made them less aware of political undercurrents and other things going on. And the world is kind of like that, is what I'm saying, that we're so busy sometimes with our own lives that it's hard to see the big picture.
Musicians who are aware of these sorts of things, is it then your job, you know, to tell people this stuff?
It's not our job. We just like to inform because that's just something we like to do. It's not a job. Our job is to, I don't even feel like we have a job. Or this is our job. Our job is doing interviews and, you know, doing...
We're here on a Saturday night. What do you mean we don't have a job?
No, but I mean, music and words and everything, it's not really a job. It's something that we all love to do.
Law enforcement decrees while demolishing, mandatory minimum sentences.
Would you have to exert a hand saying, listen, we're going to play this game to this level, but there is a line with which we will not cross?
Actually, we're going to play the no games, and we're going to create music that we're proud of, and whether or not it's successful, we're going to be successful in our own minds and hearts.
Pushing out our children with their brilliant semantics. They like to burst the weak around, pushing out our children.
One thing about music in general, and any kind of art form, is open to your personal taste. I was going to get into the ice cream analogy, but I'm going to save you that this time.
Give it to me.
No.
We don't want it.
Use it twice.
Well, there's no such thing as bad music.
There's no such thing as bad anything. It's open to your personal taste. You know, you might like something and with all your heart, and I may feel it's crap, but I'm no more right than you because my opinion is no more valid than yours.
True.
So when it comes to music, we don't like to really talk about other music, period. You know, or ours. We just like to play it, we like to write it, we like to create it, and we like to move on to the next thing.